Hello and welcome again to our YouTube channel. In today's video from the Photoshop series, we are going to see an easy trick to make a professional effect. One of the standard effects given by Photoshop is a gradient tool, which is giving color gradient on our shapes and text. But how to use it in a creative way and to create our own gradients in a professional way, that's what we shall see today. Okay, so let me directly go to our Photoshop. We will see the basics in a few minutes, and then we will see the professional way how to make our own gradient and how to make it. Okay, first shall generate any shape, for example like this one. Okay, I shall create it here, and now I need to apply a gradient to it. If I apply the gradient to the complete layer, it will come to cover it all. But I need to make a selection to apply only to the part of the image that I need to install a gradient. The gradient tool, you will find it here with the paint bucket. I will select the gradient tool. Okay, if I apply it directly to my photo, I need to rasterize it. So okay, then I come and apply it like this, for example. You will find that it's applied to the complete photo. That's something that I don't want. So I'll make a selection for the shape that I need to apply gradient to it. And then I will select again my gradient tool and I will apply it. Okay, now you can see that standard gradient for the shadows. You can see here coming by default from Photoshop a lot of gradients. For example, if you select these reds, you can make like this. Okay, you have here some tools also for the gradient. That's the linear one. You can make something central. Central is that the gradient is coming from the center of your shape, so you can make it like this, so you can see its light is coming as if from inside. You have many standard gradient tools like this one. For example, if you make it like this, you will find that lighting is coming from this side. Let me return to our gradient. So that's the standard gradients that is applied. Okay, if I don't like any of these gradients, and I will turn back to my original image, and I can apply gradient also through layer, style, bevel and emboss. Okay, what's good about the bevel and emboss or the layer styling, that you find the last layer style you used, it's already stored here but disabled. If you like to use one of them again, for example, if I use this one, that's a cover overlay, a color overlay I was using. Okay, you can apply it to any of your drawings. Okay, but now we need some gradient overlay. Okay, the gradient overlay, it's coming with this menu or with this gradient tool. If you click on here, you will be able to select how the gradient is coming. For example, this gradient is coming here from the blue. You can see here that's the blue color, and this one is how opaque, or how it's 100% applied or 50% applied. So for example, if I change it, and I can select the color from here, so I'll select a different color. If I from here, for example, I will use this purple color. Okay, then you can see that this purple color is applied here, and it's coming here because this one is transparent, so nothing is coming here, and this marks the end of the color, so it's coming as a shadow gradient up to here, and this marks the end of the color. Okay, if I move this one, you can see that the color is spreading to this direction. I can move it to here again. You can see that the color is spreading more, and this one is its central point where it starts to convert to fade. Okay, suppose that I need to make a gradient between 2 or 3 colors. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, and then I can click here on the bottom of this part. It will give me an option to add another gradient here. For example, I will select just a random or a different color. I will select, for example, the red one. Okay, and okay, but the red is not appearing, yes, because it's transparent in this area. If I click on the top of this toolbar, you will find that it is coming here. This mark for the opacity or the transparent. So this one is the opacity stop. So if I click here, this is 62%. If I make it to 100%, you'll find that it is now, my shape is 100% violet from here, 100% red from here, and in the middle it's coming to a transparent. If you like to mix them together, so you can come like here for this one, and if I click on this one, you'll have, I can, okay, now I can add here, for example, another color stopper. Okay, you can see now that I'm selecting its opacity, this one, to 100%. So it's totally, it's coming to here as 100%. I can come in here also and select this one as 100%. So I can see that the color is coming totally 100% in the middle. If I bring this one to here and this one to here, for example, okay, and I come to the middle one here, and I will make this one 50% from here, you can see now it's a gradient coming, including the background color is appearing. What if I need to make gradient of 3 colors? I can add, click here, and I add a different color. I will select the random one also. Here, let's say a green one, for example, to make it different. Okay. Now we have your intermediate color is coming as here, and it's having its own color stops at the sides, and it's coming here as 50%. You can make it 100%, for example. Then you can find the solid colors are coming. Okay. So that's one of the that you can make in shapes. Another beautiful thing that you can make for the colors, for example, you can use it to make some shadow. You have from the layer style, you have the standard shadow coming, but you can, for example, you can duplicate this one. You can duplicate this layer, okay, and in the duplicate I'll be removing the effects. I'm having the selection, and I'm going to return to my shadow I was using, this one, for example. Okay, and then you can apply it here. Okay, because I'll be selecting the gradient tool, the linear gradient one. Okay, and then if you select, then I remove my selection. Then I'm having I'll bring this one on the top, this one on the back, and then I'll move this one V, select it, and then I'll be moving it a little bit, so you can see that there is a shadow coming. It's as if a shadow coming. You can control this shadow and control its direction and its depth. Okay, so let me open a new file to see how we can make this with text. So we will select a new file. Okay, we'll select 1000 by 1000 again, create, and then I'm going to add text, and then I'll write the name of our host, simple ways. Okay, let me have it in the middle of our screen. So simple ways. Now I need to make a gradient over it. You can make it in the same. You cannot make it using the filling bucket. You can make it using a selection also. So if I selected it like we were doing in the previous time, okay, and making the selection, then I will select the gradient tool. Okay, I need also to rasterize the layer. Okay, and then I apply. Here you can see that it is applied also on the selection. Same way you can apply it also if I Control Z and then Control D. So without a selection, if you're having a text that you cannot select it, so you can come also to layer style, and gradient overlay. So it will be selecting your gradient. That's the last one. If you remember, we were making, as I told you, that's one of the beauties of Photoshop, that gives you your last styles available, so you can apply it directly. Okay, and again, if you refresh your mind, we can come here, we can add colors as we like. Maybe I like to add another color here. For example, I will be adding color. This one is white. Instead of white, I will add another dark blue here. Okay, so you can see here that's the dark blue and the violet. So you can add whatever colors you like. It depends on the shades that you like, which is matching with your with the image you are applying the effects to. Because actually in Photoshop you have wealth of libraries here in the gradients. You have the basic, you have the blues, you have many gradients which are already prepared for you to apply directly. They're very professional, but maybe you need to make your own. Okay, suppose that I need to save this one as my own, so I will show you this one. Okay, so I will come again to layer style. Okay, and then I'll come to, I'm here at my, that's my gradient tool. I'm going to add it as a new style from here. I will call it mine 2. Okay, I'll include the layer blending options also, and okay. Now where you find this one, you will find it here. This is called libraries. So if you click here, you can find that's mine 2, which is the style which we had added now. Okay, so if you like to repeat it again, you can repeat it. I have different styles. For example, if I edit this one, you can find this style. You can find I have different styles which are already built in that I use them frequently. So I store them here, so I can return to them directly, because maybe I added some styles, so already some are removed from the styling layer which is already stored. Thank you for following so far. Wait us for the coming videos. We are going to show you nice tricks that will help you with your illustrations. Join, subscribe, spread the information, like our videos, leave us some comments. If you need to learn something more, we can discuss over the chat on this. We will also be leaving you the link of our blog, which includes a lot of tutorials in details about the videos we are making. Let me see what we are coming with in the coming videos. Thank you very much for following so far.